Hello everyone, welcome back to Sew with Adeshola. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, I love you. So in today's tutorial, I'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful top that you're seeing on me. If this is something you're interested in, keep on watching and make sure you stay with us till the end. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be making use of 1 yard of this crepe fabric, my pattern paper, a matching thread, and zip. I've gone ahead to rule out my starting line, and from that starting line I will be taking my other lines, my chest line which is 8.5, my bust point which is 10, and from there I'll mark my waist 16 inches down to the length of my top 24 inches, and I will add extra 7 inches to it for the extension. That makes it 31. Then I'll go ahead and rule out the lines like I am doing right here. Just so when you're done marking those lines out, come to your shoulder line, which is the starting point. But before we do that, my pattern paper is on fold because we are cutting an asymmetric neckline. So just mark your shoulder to shoulder measurement. For me it is 7.5, and from that same spot I'll be marking 3 inches for the neck width and 3 inches for the neck depth. Then I'll go ahead and connect it together like I am doing. So just go ahead and do so. Another 7.5 inch, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. So go ahead and do the same thing for yourself. After which I labeled those lines, the chest line, my bust point, my waistline, full length, and the last one, the extra that we added. Now to create our armhole cuff, I will come to my chest line and take whatever I have on my shoulder line, which is 7.5, and I'll take it and connect it together like that. Another line that I marked, I'm going to divide it into 2 like so, and then come in by 1/2 inch at that point. So from there I'll come to my chest line and mark my round bust measurement divided by 4. So for me, my round bust divided by 4 is 8.5, and I will then connect from that slant down to my 8.5. Then I will come to my bust point and take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, which is 4. I'll also do the same thing on my waistline and the full length of my top. Then I'll connect it together like this. So just go ahead and do the same thing. Then from the bust point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch like that, and on the waistline I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch for my dart legs. So you can see, just go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to connect it from that 1 inch down to the dart legs, and from the waistline I'll go down by 6 inches like that and connect it as well. So just go ahead and do this. Now when you're done doing this, the next thing is for us to impute our body measurement on all the lines. So I'll come to my chest line. Since I have my bust measurement already, I'll just add 1 inch for sewing allowance to that. And on my waistline, my waist measurement divided by 4, which is 6.5, then add 1 inch to it. For sewing allowance, there is no need to replace our 1 inch dart intake. Then come to your full length and impute your hip measurement divided by 2. For me it is 9, and add 1 inch for sewing allowance. And on the extra, I have 10 inch on my full length like that. I'm going to impute the 10 inches and add 1 inch to it, which makes it 11 inches. Then I will go ahead and connect the dots together like I am doing right here. Go ahead and do the same thing. And when you're done connecting the lines, go ahead and cut it out like I am doing right here. And now to draft out the back piece, I went ahead to place my front piece on another paper, leaving 1.5 inch for the zipper allowance, as you can see. Now the next thing is to draft out the neckline. So I'll go up by 2 inches from the front neckline and connect it like so. So that's going to give us 1 inch for the depth of the back neckline, but it's going to still have the same width as a front neckline. Then I'll go ahead and extend that neckline into the zipper allowance like so. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to take out 1/2 inch at the waistline to remove my zipper bulge. So from that half inch, I'm going to just slant it towards the end of my paper like that, and also do the same thing towards the down part of it like that. So that's going to eliminate our zipper bulge. And after we are done with that, I'm going to connect it to the full length like so. So the back neck, the back piece is going to stop at the full length. So I'm just going to connect it like that using the front piece. And after I am done, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So just look at what I'll be doing right now. And if you have watched today's extent, thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. I drop new sewing tutorials every week and I love having you here. Thank you so much. Since we are done with the back piece, the next thing is for us to work on the front piece so that we can have our asymmetric neckline and also the extension. Now I'm going to extend my darts down to the extension like that, you can see. So the next I'm going to do is to connect from that place to my other side, as you can see. So that place you can see is a 1 inch sewing allowance that I added, and then the rest, those parts that I shaded, I'm going to cut them out. Just look at what I am doing, look at how I'm cutting them out, and then you also go ahead and do the same thing. Then from that full length, you want to go up by 3 inches for the opening, as you can see. So if you want your opening to be like 4 inches, you go up by 4 inches. And on the side going towards the short part, I'm going to go in by ½ inch and connect it to that 3 inches. And on that extension part, I'm going to measure 1 inch and connect it to the 3 inches. So that's going to give us our the opening. You know, the opening is not just straight, so that's going to give us the opening like that. So just go ahead, do that, and also cut it out. And now that we are done cutting it out, the next thing is for us to come to your chest line and go up by 3 inches, because this is going, the princess dart is going into the armhole. So I'm just going to connect from the dart to my 3 inches I came up by like that. And after you're done, you want to go to the other side and also come up by 3 inches from the chest line. If you observe this style very well, you will see that that other side was joined. So you're going to come in by 3 inches as well and connect it like that. Then you are going to slant it to the shoulder, as you can see, just like you want to cut out a Queen Anne neckline. So just go ahead and do that. And from that point, I'm going to connect it into the other part of the neckline to give us the asymmetric neckline. So it's just as simple as that. Just go ahead and do that. How I am cutting it out. So I'm going to label that F, which is the front. Then go ahead and cut the princess part out. And for our slash and spread method, I'm going to come down by 3 inches from the bust point and mark 3 inches difference like that. Then I'll go ahead and rule a straight line. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll it out like that and then cut. Just look at what I'll be doing. Look at how I'll be cutting it out. So I went ahead to place it on my fabric. I added 1 inch at the base, ½ inch on every other side except from the side, because we already added 1 inch at the side. I hope you understand. So that side, there is no need for us to add any other allowance to it. Then I went ahead to cut it out. I also went ahead to chalk where my slash and the opening extension started from. And for the spread, I used 1 inch interval, 1 inch interval. After which I will go ahead to notch where my opening is going to start from. and also where my spread slash starts from. So I'll go ahead and also cut the back, adding 1 inch at the base and ½ inch on every other side apart from the side as well. I hope you can see what I'm doing right there. So guys, this is what I have after I was done cutting everything out, you can see. And also I went ahead to cut an interface for the front and also the back piece. The next thing is to join this cutout with a neckline. So I'm going to place it like that and place my interface, then sew with ½ inch all the way around. And this is what I had after I was done doing all of that. You can see I'm just going to turn it to the other side. So make sure you iron when you're done sewing. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to place the other side. That part, you can see I'd gone ahead to notch it. I'm just going to place it like that. You can see, place it, and then I'm going to sew it. At that point where my slash and spread method starts from, I'm going to notch that side as well, and I'm going to gather what I have in there. Then I'm going to join it to the other side, so that princess that part. I hope you understand. So that's what I'm going to do now, and after I am done, I'm going to bring the result to us. And this is what I had after I was done joining. You can see I joined the princess that part to the other side, and you can see so the notched part matches with each other. Also, I'd gone ahead to fix my interface to the back piece, both the two pieces. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to sew my zipper to the back piece, and to do this I'm going to mark 1½ inch, which is my zipper allowance, like so. I'm going to mark it, then I'm going to place my zipper on it like this and join it to both sides. And this is what I had after I was done. I also went ahead to hem the base, you can see. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to place my front piece on the back piece. So I'm going to place the front piece on the back piece and join at the shoulder. Just look at what I'm doing. I'm going to use one of the interface of the back to cover the front neckline, the front shoulder rather. Then I'm going to join with ½ inch, and then at the side I'm also going to go ahead and join with 1 inch that I left. You can see I'd gone ahead to fold the hem of both the front and the back of the camera because I don't want to waste our time. The tutorial is getting longer and I don't want it to get too long. So after we are done with that, I'm going to bring to us our result. And this is what I had after I was done. You can see I had gone ahead to join it on the sides. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to join the sleeves. Although the style do not have a sleeve, but I want mine to have a sleeve, so I went ahead to cut out a basic sleeve. If you don't know how to cut a basic sleeve, I will drop the link in the description box. So I went ahead to cut a basic sleeve, a short one, and then I went ahead to sew it to it. And after I was done, this is what I have. This is our final look. You can see it's looking so beautiful. She's looking really pretty. And if you will be trying this, let me know in the comment section. Just type I will be making this in the comment section.